was going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, for those of you who know that I was a 2 gauge until last night. Well, y'all didn't know that because I didn't film it. And I was going to film it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to see how this goes or whatever. And they ended up going in just fine. Now, last night I was a 2 gauge. Now, I was going to go from a 2 gauge to a 0. Now, that's a 2 millimeter jump. That doesn't sound like a big jump, but really going from a 2 gauge to a 0 is a 2 millimeter jump. And they do make a gauge in between, which is a 1 gauge. So technically I went from a 2, I'm a 1, and then I'm going to go to a 0. So 2, 1, and 0, all three jumps are 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter. So in between all three jumps, you're only going up by a millimeter all three times. So it's not that big of a jump. So what I did is I went on Amazon and I ordered 1 gauge. Now this was $8. It comes with this taper right here. There you go, that taper. And it comes with your 1 gauge tunnels. Now, if my ears look a little red, that's just because I oiled them and lubed them up just a few minutes ago before I started this video, before I go to bed. And I had to turn on the heater because it's Florida and it's 20 degrees and Mother Nature has lost his fucking mind. But, this is the jump I was telling you about, okay? Now, I want you to look at the 1 gauge. This is a 1. There's a 1 gauge. Pretty decent sized taper. Now, instead of going to a size like this, I was going to go from a smaller size than this, but I was going to stick this thing in my ear instead. This is a 0. This is the size of a 0 taper. This one gauge, 0 gauge. You can clearly see how the 1 gauge is smaller than the 0. This is an in-between size between the, say this was a 2, 1, 0, and then next will be a double 0. Now, I spent $8. I got both the tapers and both the tunnels. They're surgical steel. I spent $8, maybe $9. I can't remember the exact amount. But, you know, you got those and then both of these in there. Oop, go to the drawer you go. Go to my drawer of vape stuff, beard stuff, and all my other stuff. But it's worth the $8 in my personal opinion because I couldn't stick that 0 in my ear because it was a 2 millimeter jump. Now, this being a 1 millimeter jump, this taper slid in, hit the floor. I did sanitize everything with some boiling water and I sanitized everything after it hit the floor. I was able to, sorry, I was actually able to stick in the tunnels without the taper because my ears are already so loose. Now, I think in my personal opinion, it's definitely worth doing that $8 in between 2 and 0 jump to get a 1 gauge, which is a 7 millimeter. And there's actually a 9 millimeter in between the 0 to double 0. It's still a 2 millimeter jump. I'm gonna spend the $8 and get the jump in between that too. So $8 is not worth, because once you start getting to these sizes, that's when the real damage can start. You can really rip an ear, you can really tear an ear, and it just have to heal for a long time. So I agree, I went way too fast on mine. But, you know, I've learned my lessons. Don't do what I do. Definitely don't do what I do. But, yeah, get that in-between size. It will save you so much trouble. I was so scared. Because, remember, this ear is the ear that I ripped. Because I was putting in this, the 2 gauge. And when I did it, I grabbed it and sneezed and pulled down and ripped my ear. I was scared out of my mind. So the wife's like, all right, here we go. And before I knew it, she had already put the taper 1 gauge in and put the tunnel and put the back on it. And I said, all right, let me know when you're done and, you know, you're halfway there or whatever. She's like, I'm done. Tunnel's in. Go to bed. What? I mean, it was so worth it. So, to make this video shorter, get your in-between gauge sizes. They're definitely worth it. It might cost you a little bit more and you might only wear it for, you know, the month or whatever that it takes to heal. But it's so worth spending the $8 for a peace of mind. Thank y'all for watching. Ring the bell. Please like this video. I know a lot of people watch my videos, but just taking one... you don't have to comment. But it really would mean the world to me if I can get 10 likes on this video. Honestly. 10 likes. So if 10 people watch this, just click the like button. Or click the dislike button. That means I know that you all are watching. And not everybody has time to comment something on the videos. Just take a minute, hit the like button if you like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. Just tell me why you disliked it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.